Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of One Piece, which is on episode 804. They literally nailed it greatly in this episode. Many people can complain about the anime, that the pacing sucks, it's so slow, and many people drop it because they can't handle the animation or they can't handle anything else. But sometimes, I do have some appreciation moments with the One Piece anime, when they do these scenes correctly, or they nailed it greatly. So if anything else, let's go. We had to it that Sanji has been in prison for like half a year. And of course, when it came to his other siblings, they are training to their fullest and pretty much master their superhuman abilities. As for Sanji, he's been given food in the meal most of the time anyway, and he ends up feeding a rat that's hungry. He ends up remembering his time where he actually tried to go to a kitchen and cook and visit his mother and gives food to her. And this is the first time we get to see his mother. And of course, when she ate the food Sanji made after realizing that the maid was fooling her, she said it was actually pretty good, and Sanji was really happy about that. But what really devastates me more is that she asked Sanji, "Can you cook for me again?" But the sad thing is, he was unable to, and she died possibly the next day or the next couple of weeks of what's to come. Eventually, Sanji continued his cooking skills when he asked the guard to give him some cooking utensils, etc. And he ends up reading some books, etc. He seems to be having a fine time. Well, I should not even say a fine time, but because he's been training his cooking skills, it looks like he seemed to be doing somewhat alright. But not until his siblings, his brothers, find out what the hell was going on, and they end up beating the living out of him and continue to harm him each and every day while Reiji tends to his wounds. And we have to it that German 66 gets ready to invade a country and ends up getting into a war. Although the siblings are excited, etc., they can't interfere themselves with the war. Reiju, on the other hand, is told by Sanji after getting beat up by his siblings that he wants to be a cook. Reiju was trying to convince him otherwise. Don't give me that kind of talk right now. You have any idea what you're saying? And Sanji says, "Yeah, but if I leave here, I could get out of here and don't have to see father's face anymore." And I'm thinking in my mind, this is the only chance Sanji will ever have. I mean, living your life in a freaking cage in a jail cell for like 6 months, etc. Dude, even I would go mentally insane and want to get the hell out of here. That's the truth. And eventually, Reiju decides to help him out, bends the bars, and gets him to a location where he's able to escape. And we have to it that Sanji goes to the room after Reiju tells him, "Go get the key to the Iron Mask and you can get out of there. It's behind a skull-like panel." Therefore, Sanji gets the key but gets caught by his father. And he goes like, "What the heck are you doing here?" And of course, Sanji, in total anger and rage towards his father with that hate and menacing look in his eyes, says, "I'm getting the hell out of here and you're not going to stop me." And Judge is like, you got a sharp tongue right there even after being in prison, etc. A normal kid like you'll be dead out in the world the moment you enter it. And Sanji's like, "So what? I'm going to get out of here whether you like it or not, okay?" And we have to it that Sanji is told by his father, Vince McJudge, "You know what? You want to leave? I'm so happy you're doing so." And this is where it hurt me really badly. And Sanji's like, "What?" And he ends up crying, and Judge says, "No matter how much I wanted to do it, I can never dispose you. I can't even dispose you. My own humanity won't allow it. But since you want to leave voluntarily, why should I stop you? Go ahead, take the key to the Iron Mask. But there's one last favor I want to ask of you, Sanji." And therefore, Sanji had to listen to this fully, and he ends up being told by Invincible Judge, "I do not want you to say that I am your father. You hear me? You are soulless. You are a shame. You are one of the greatest shames I could ever have, ever. You understand?" And therefore, this causes Sanji to cry greatly, while Reiju, who was eavesdropping, trying to look for Sanji, cries as well. Eventually, Sanji escapes on a ship after Reiju leads him to over there and says, "You'll find kind people around the sea, okay?" While she cries because she knows that Sanji needs to escape and needs to get the hell out of here. And of course, it plays when Sanji was leaving. When Sanji's backstory is with Sanji leaving, it shows the present scene with Sanji's getting his butt handed really badly by his brother Niji and Yonji, and eventually Sanji does escape to the ship, and Reiji tells him don't look back and don't take a step back. Keep going forward, and it goes to the present time where Sanji does get his butt beaten up really badly because his brother Ichiji tells him, let's remind you of our hierarchy, etc. And Sanji faints into freaking unconsciousness. Next episode preview is gonna show Luffy like I'm facing off against Cracker, but he actually found a plan how to fight him. So yeah, this episode really actually did a great number on me. Damn, I mean I never expected it to be this emotional, etc. Some of y'all might have dropped the anime, which is okay, I can understand, and some of you guys may trash talk it almost all the time, but I still like have some appreciation towards it to the very end. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye.